Hi there, I'm Jeff Hastings. Welcome once again to SLJ.com. You see this pen that I'm holding in my hand? It's no ordinary pen. It's what Livescribe calls a smart pen. It's Livescribe's Echo Smart Pen. This particular one is the 8GB model. It retails for $199. You can also get 4GB and 2GB models. So are you wondering what a smart pen does? I think one of the best ways to explain it is just to show you some of the most important hardware features on the pen. Right below the display is a microphone, and it has really good natural sort of sound pickup. At 8GB, this Echo Smart Pen can record up to 800 hours of lectures, interviews, anything you want, really. So it's an audio recorder at its heart, but it's a lot more. Just behind the pen tip is a tiny camera. Can you see it tucked in there behind the pen tip? What the camera does is it sees and decodes the tiny dots on this special Livescribe dot paper. This isn't an ordinary notebook. It's a Livescribe dot paper notebook. And the tiny dots are actually encoded with information about the location of the pen tip. So the dots tell the pen exactly where the tip is located on the paper at any time as you write, and that information is linked to the timeline of the corresponding audio recording that you're making. So you can, for instance, do what I did here. I took notes on an interview that I was listening to on NPR about sunscreen safety, very timely subject. And I took notes as the interview went on. When I'm done with that, what I can do and was able to do is I can share that as what Livescribe calls a pencast. So let me show you my pencast. Sharing pencasts is really simple too. I've taken my Echo Smart Pen and connected it via supplied USB cable to, in this case, a laptop running the Livescribe desktop, which is a free download from Livescribe's website. This is the exciting part, I've then elected to share it with people online, and I can share it with specific people or everyone, make the files public. So I can share my pencasts in a variety of ways by emailing them, having them available as PDFs, which are interactive, downloadable, and of course contain the audio as well. I can just share a direct link to the pencast file. I can share it on Facebook, or I can get the embed code for sharing on websites or blogs. Here's the pencast, by the way, in a thumbnail form. Let me just maximize that. Here it is full screen, and you can tell it looks exactly like the notes that I took in my Livescribe notebook. So here's the pencast. As I can elect to play it during any part of the interview that I took notes on just by pointing at those notes. So let's start sort of in the middle at the is sunscreen itself safe portion. And you'll notice that everything in front of that portion is going to be grayed out and will appear as the interview rolls.
Retinol palmitate, vitamin A, which was in numerous FDA studies that have taken place over the previous 10 years has been shown to be photocarcinogenic. And I'm sorry, but I do have to drop off the call.
So you see how these pencasts work. You might imagine, if you're a K through 12 educator, how powerful pencasts could be as a really convenient way to share mini lessons. Imagine being a math teacher, for example, who has to teach and reteach certain algebra operations over and over again. Well, you could make them as pencasts available for students to pull up on your blog or website very, very conveniently using an Echo Smart Pen. The Echo Smart Pen from Livescribe, even though it seems kind of like something that James Bond would have carried, it's really quite a practical tool. And I bet that you and your teaching colleagues can find lots of practical applications for it. Visit this URL for full details. And there, among other things, you'll find specific information for K through 12 educators and some education pricing bundles on smart pens and their accessories. I'm Jeff Hastings for School Library Journal and SLJ.com. Hope to see you right here next month.